fish nerd. A fish nerd. A fish nerd.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. How is everyone doing today? So it is spring 2019, so you know what time it is? It's time to do the first full fish room tour. That's hard to say, that's a lot of F's. First full fish room tour of 2019 in the fish room. But before we head down there, I want to give you guys a chance to get some really cool stuff. So for those of you that don't know, I'm blessed to run a print shop, so I'm able to do a lot of really cool things for the community. And one of the things that I've been able to do is I've been able to do stickers for about 100 different channels. I'll show you guys up at the top. You guys can kind of see some of them. Again, we're at about 100 different channels right now. So by helping me, I'll put this link above and hold that link up there for a while. If you guys want to help me, I appreciate anything that you guys can do. For all those guys out there who already support me, thank each and every one of you guys are absolutely awesome. And I promise you, if you could reach out to them, they would tell you they're excited to be a part of it, because each month they get more and more new cool stuff. So one of the things you can get is this full set of stickers. Again, it's about 100 stickers. I don't care if you're in the US or you're in any other country, I'll still ship it to you. We still have the calendars, the 2019 calendars. I know it's getting deep in the month, but you can see, if you guys haven't seen this before, these are pictures from just all different viewers who have sent these in, or also other channels. You can get that there. Also, we've got the Jadren Aquatic shirts. That's also available on there. And then, to me, one of the coolest things that I have on there is, for those of you guys that don't know Priscilla, Priscilla is an amazing artist. She draws these pictures that when you look at them, they look like it's just a picture. Like, for instance, this is one. This is an arowana that she drew. And so at one of the levels, you can get one of these every single month. And right now, I think I have about 14 or 15 different ones. I'll show you just quickly some of them. There's a leopard frog. These are all the ones I actually have framed and have on my walls that I just took down. This one is kind of a discus scene. There's a pea puffer one too that I don't have here. There is one of some goldfish. There's a black goldfish somewhere. There is a rainbow fish, and there's some other ones. There's some shrimp and stuff also. So if you guys want to help out, I really would appreciate it. If you want to, just click on that link and you can learn a little bit more about what I'm talking about and see some of the cool things that you can get. So let's go ahead. Let's go down there to the fish room so I can begin to show you guys tank by tank what is going on. All right, here we go. This is tank number 1. This is a 40-gallon breeder. In this tank, we have got some Dumbo ear mosaic guppies. We have got some Agazizi Cory cats you'll see back there. And then my favorite thing that we have in here are the L134 leopard frog Plecos. You can see one of them right here. There's one back there in the corner. These guys are my favorite fish. I just absolutely love the pattern. I love that beautiful yellow that you see on them. Had these guys for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months now. I don't think they're quite old enough to breed yet. These Agazizi Corys, these things, there's about 15 or 20 of them in here, and they always school together, but they never get used to me. They're always still spooked when I come by. So that's why they're all grouped up there together. All right, tank number 2. This is another 40-gallon breeder. This is my breeding for profit tank. This is mainly mystery snails. You guys have probably seen this one before in a lot of videos, and usually there is way more mystery snails in there than this. That's because I have sold probably about $500 out of this tank in just the last month, to the point where I finally had to take the listings down because I was getting to the point where I just didn't have enough left. Now this small breeder box I have right here, I'm trying something a little bit different. Some of the baby eggs that the baby snails that I put into the water, they don't seem to be, I don't seem to have as many living as I normally do. So maybe that the other ones are out competing them because there's so many in there. Next tank we have is another 40-gallon breeder. Again, this is another for my breeding for profit tank. This tank is serves one purpose, and these are all breeding adult mystery snails. So I feed these things heavily, heavily, heavily. You'll see the crushed coral bags all in here to keep the hardness up. These guys need a lot of calcium to keep their shells intact. And so these things are constantly producing egg sacs, as you'll see in here. I probably transfer at least 100 or 150 baby snails almost a day into that other tank that's above. Okay, next tank. Next tank is another 40-gallon breeder. This one has a bunch of black angels, has some rummy-nosed tetras, has a emperor or flash plecostomus right there, and then it also has a couple of featherfin catfish. I love these featherfin catfish. They are so personable now, but the angelfish piss them off. And whenever it's feeding time, they'll sit there and nudge and bite at the edge of the angelfish. So I think they're probably getting just a little bit too big for this tank. So I'm probably going to have to trade them in because I don't have anywhere else to put them, even though I really, really love them. There are some green laser Corys. You'll see one of them back there. I think I have 6 or 8, if I remember right, of those. Those are some of my favorite Corys. And then also there's 4 or 5 brown, just standard brown plecostomus. Okay, next is another 40-gallon breeder. This is actually a tank that I'm giving to my daughter-in-law, and I let her pick out what's in here. This is a breeding pair of platinum angels. Also what's in here is there is a red-eye royal plecostomus, and there is also a green phantom pleco. These guys are most likely in there. That's kind of where they like to hang out the most. And then there's also a beta that's in here also, a crown tail beta that she wanted. But I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to move this breeding pair of angels. I've got 3 29s that I'm setting up in the addition, and I think I'm going to make all those for my breeding angelfish, because she wants to she loves the 24-karat gold guppies that I have, and she wants to put them in here. But I told her these angels will devour their babies as quick as they have them. So next tank, we've got another 40-gallon breeder. Let's quick get a shot of the snowball plecostomus, because he's not always out. You see you can see I have green beans in almost every tank. That typically draws most of the plecostomus out. You can see him actually feeding upside down. There's also some triple red cockatoides in here. There are Matei Corys, and there's also orange laser Corys. There's a bunch of Corys. Oh yeah, also there are probably 6 or 8 black neons. You guys can see in here, that's some of those new plecostomus caves that I just bought. Oh yeah, also there is a couple of L006 leopard plecostomus in there. You'll see him, if I can get him to come into focus. You can see him going into the tunnel right there, or the cave. And oh yeah, also there are quite a few hillstream loaches that are in this tank also. All right, next tank. This is a 20-gallon high. This tank has half a dozen peppered Corys in it. It also has 2 or 3 red tiger loaches. And I used to have some bristlenose in here, but they all disappeared. So I don't know exactly what happened to them. So that's the only 2 fish that are currently in this aquarium, or the only 2 type of fish that are in this aquarium. Okay, another 20-gallon high. This has Adolphoi Cory cats. There's probably about 6 of them in there. You can see one kind of hanging out there towards the back. These guys are still kind of small. Also, we've got some Guppies that are in here. I think these are split fin Guppies. If you look, the males are the ones that have this black spot on his tail. These things have, they're young, they are really big, about 3 times the size of a guppy baby. And then also there are some, I think they're L181. They're bristle nose. They look like starlights, but I don't think that they're starlights. I think they're also known as inspectors. There's a couple of those guys in here. These guys are beautiful. They just have some beautiful white dots all on them. They're almost never out. So there's actually 2 of them. There's another one that's out over there right now. Again, these guys are beautiful. But I'm not 100% sure if they're peppermint, they're the L181 peppermints, or they're the starlights. Okay, this tank right here, this is another 20-gallon high. I just put these guys in here yesterday. I know this is way too small for these guys, but there's a breeding pair in here, and I can't figure out yet who the breeding pair is. I know this guy right here is the dominant male, but I can't figure out exactly who the female is because I can't ever see them pair up. But I've come and I've seen them lay eggs when I had them in the tank. So I'm just trying to leave them in here a few days to try to watch them to figure out who it is that's pairing off, so I can go ahead and remove those 2 and put those in one of the 20-gallon highs alone, so that they can begin to breed. All right, there you have it. There is part one to the tour of the fish room of spring 2019, first fish room tour of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, be sure and click that subscribe button down below. Really would appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you see when new videos are coming out. If you guys got a comment or question, be sure and leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys, and God bless.